China is claiming an absolutely ludicrous 5.4% growth rate in the fourth quarter of 2024, despite missing that mark all year long, only to magically hit their stated 5% annual growth projection perfectly. However, China's official economic growth rate of 5% is now facing some economic scrutiny as the country seems to defy basic economics in the face of significant challenges, including collapsing property investments, a declining population, and record youth unemployment. As the Wall Street Journal reported, it is highly likely that the actual growth rate is much lower. Independent studies such as those conducted by the New York-based Rhodium Group suggest that China's official economic data significantly overstates recent growth. Rhodium estimates that China's economy actually contracted in 2022 during widespread lockdowns from COVID-19, rather than achieving the 3% growth rate claimed by official Chinese reports. Likewise, Rhodium places the 2023 growth rate at about 1.5%, which is a stark contrast to the Chinese reported 5.2%. One reason for inflated reporting in growth is because the Chinese Communist Party sets ambitious GDP growth targets, often reflecting national political priorities rather than the realities on the ground. Local governments are then tasked with aligning their performance to these lofty benchmarks, regardless of their actual economic conditions. These targets are not just aspirational, they are mandates that carry significant consequences for the careers of local leaders. Success in meeting or exceeding the targets can lead to promotions and other rewards, while failure risks career stagnation or even dismissal. In this high-stakes environment, inflating economic numbers is often seen as a safer option than admitting shortfalls. Transparency and independent oversight are virtually absent in this system. Local governments are responsible for both the collection and reporting of their economic data. This creates ample opportunities for manipulation. This lack of external verification fosters a culture of over-reporting that begins at the county level and amplifies as the data is aggregated up the chain. County officials might inflate figures for industrial output, for example, which are then passed to provincial officials who may further adjust the numbers to paint an even rosier picture in, say, the service sector. By the time the data reaches the national level, the compounded inflation creates a wide gap between reported and actual economic conditions. The systemic overreporting is evident in several ways. Analysts frequently compare reported economic output to metrics such as energy consumption or freight activity, which often reveal stark discrepancies. For instance, GDP figures may show robust growth while energy usage remains flat or even declines, raising red flags about their validity. Independent audits and studies also shed light on this issue. Organizations like the Rhodium Group and academic researchers at various universities around the world have consistently found China's actual growth rates to be significantly lower than the official statistics suggest.